On her first day, interviewing as a maid at a billionaire's mansion, her brand new skirt ripped right on the spot. To cover up her exposed thigh, she lied and said it was too hot, quickly taking off her jacket and tying it around her waist. Just when she thought the lady of the house hadn't noticed, the wealthy husband walked over and shook her hand enthusiastically.
Louisa Clark.
Even though Danny's resume was nothing special, the way she covered her thigh actually impressed the lady of the house. She hired the seemingly modest Danny on the spot. What she didn't know was, this was the most conservative outfit Danny had ever worn. Mrs. Trainer told her to start immediately. The pay was great, but the job description was simply to keep her paralyzed son happy.
It would be nice if he could think of you as a friend rather than a paid professional.
Danny was thrilled inside. Her eyebrows were practically doing a victory dance. But the moment Mrs. Trainer opened the door, Danny froze completely.
Will, this is Louisa Clark.
I'm Lou.
When Will let out a piercing scream, Danny was genuinely terrified. But he quickly stopped and bluntly pointed out that her skirt was ripped. Will's rudeness left Danny completely humiliated. That's when she realized his whole episode had been an act. She was put off, sure. But who turns down good money, right? The next day, though, Will suddenly fell seriously ill. She figured it was another prank, but when the caregiver undressed Will to cool him down, Danny noticed scars on his wrists from his darkest moment. She couldn't wrap her head around it. The man was sitting on a fortune. Why would he want to give it all up? Then one day, she accidentally overheard his parents arguing, and finally learned that Will planned to leave this world in 6 months on his own terms. When it came to their son's decision, his father chose to understand and support him, but his mother was fiercely against it.
Supporting him, loving him.
He's my son!
Yes, he's my son too!
He gave me 6 months. We can still persuade him.
And you think the pretty waitress is going to do that?
That's when it finally clicked for Danny, why her contract was only 6 months long. Because that was all the time Will had left. Danny couldn't stomach a job that was basically escorting someone to their final day. But every time she came home, she talked herself into sticking it out. Her dad was unemployed. Her mom was home looking after granddad. Her unwed sister had a baby, but still wanted to finish college. The weight of supporting 5 people fell squarely on her shoulders. When Danny told her sister she wanted to quit, Trina was completely against it. Struggling with tuition fees herself, she urged Danny to hold on to this well-paying job. Now that the school had a nursery, this was her chance to change her life. For her sister and her nephew, Danny decided to keep going. So the next day, she ditched the professional look and dressed as herself again. After the handover with the caregiver, it was just her and Will alone in that massive house. Sometimes Will would lock himself away, drowning himself in loud heavy metal music. Other times he'd just stare out the window in silence. Determined to do her job right, Danny tried to make conversation with Will, but the moment she opened her mouth, he shot her down with sarcasm.
Here's what I know about you, Miss Clark. My mother says you're chatty. Can we strike a deal whereby you are very unchatty around me?
Danny hadn't expected this guy to be so impossible to deal with. No wonder he'd already driven away 4 caregivers before her, but just putting up with it wasn't going to cut it, because her job was to make Will happy. So she played to her strengths and showed up every day dressed to the nines. Some days she looked like a chameleon in heat. Other days it was more like a country fashion show. Her bold fashion choices earned nothing but eye rolls from Will. Danny stumbled upon photos of Will from a few years back. Back then he was full of life, crazy about extreme sports. But now look at him. That devastating contrast had taught him to hide behind an aggressive, cutting attitude. Working for this wealthy family had been rough on Danny. But finally things started to turn around. Will's ex-girlfriend suddenly showed up to visit him, with a new boyfriend by her side, who happened to be Will's good friend. Neither of them showed an ounce of shame. Instead, they fawned over Will with fake concern.
So, to what do I owe this pleasure?
I'm sorry it's been so long. I've been so busy. I've been really working really hard on the weekends.
Yeah, things are manic at the office.
This absolutely crushed Will, and on her way out, his ex randomly shifted the blame onto him.
You know, I tried for months. He just pushed me away, didn't want me here. You know, you can only help someone who actually wants to be helped.
After she left, Will rammed his wheelchair into their framed photo, knocking it over. It was the only way he could lash out. Watching him in pain, Danny felt a storm of emotions. She told her boyfriend about it, but he wasn't surprised at all.
You can't blame her. Are you really saying that you stick around with me if I was paralysed from the neck down?
Of course I would.
Well, I don't want someone to stay with me out of pity.
Danny didn't get it. She bought glue and carefully fixed the broken frame. But when Will saw it, he mocked her even harder, called her clothes ugly, said she was useless. But this time, Danny finally snapped.
You don't have to be an arse. Your friends got the shitty treatment, fine, they deserved it. I'm just trying to do my job as best I can. So it would be really nice if you didn't try and make my life as miserable as you apparently make everyone else's.
And what if I said I didn't want you here?
I'm not employed by you. I'm employed by your mother, so unless she says she doesn't want me here anymore, I'm staying. Not because I care about you or particularly enjoy your company, but because I need the money.
Danny's courage earned her his respect. From then on, Will stopped bullying her and became genuinely curious about this remarkable girl. He invited Danny to watch Game of Thrones with him. It sounded like a bossy demand, but it was really his way of making peace. While Danny was glued to the screen, he secretly watched her reactions. We all want our friends to genuinely enjoy the interesting videos we share with them, and Will was no exception. From that day on, they found common ground. They gradually opened up to each other, talking about everything. Turns out the moody rich kid was actually pretty easy to get along with. Turns out the goofy carefree guy was actually kind of adorable. Will's mother was delighted to see the change in her son. Even the caregiver said in amazement, "I haven't seen him smile like that in ages." Winter came quickly. Snow was falling outside. Even a minor cold sent Will into a raging fever because his body couldn't regulate temperature through sweating. The pneumonia that followed was agonizing for him. Danny, too worried to leave, stayed by his side all night. She'd planned to look something up on his computer, but stumbled upon the life Will once had. He'd been strikingly handsome, ripped with a six-pack, a self-made fortune before 30, the definition of someone who had it all. He tried every extreme sport out there, and was better than everyone at it. You could say he had the perfect life. But fate had other plans. A motorcycle accident damaged his spinal cord, leaving him quadriplegic from the neck down, unable to even control his own bodily functions. Learning all this, Danny's heart ached for Will. Then he woke up and smiled at her. Seeing that he was feeling better, she was about to leave, but Will asked her to stay, even if it was just to talk for a while. So, completely off-key, she sang a lullaby her dad used to sing to her as a child. She told him about a gift her mum once gave her favorite pair of bumblebee striped tights. Sadly, you couldn't find them anywhere anymore. That night they talked about everything. Danny's optimism was contagious, and gradually a smile found its way back onto Will's face. From that point on, they were no longer caretaker and patient. They had become true friends. Will asked Danny curiously where she'd picked up such a unique sense of style. She admitted she'd actually been accepted to the University of Manchester to study fashion design, but due to her family and pregnant sister, she had to give up her studies and ended up working at a dead-end cafe for 6 years. Even Will felt sorry for her.
You need to widen your horizons, Clark. You only get one life. It's actually your duty to live it as fully as possible.
Not being able to chase her dream was a wound Danny kept buried deep inside, so she changed the subject and told Will it was time to shave. With a little encouragement, she personally shaved off that scraggly beard he'd had for years. When his clean face emerged again, Danny found herself staring at him a little too long, because honestly, the man was really quite handsome.
You've got a funny look on your face. Please don't tell me you shaved off my eyebrows.
Only the one.
Because of her, the defeated look on Will's face had faded away. But then one day, Danny accidentally overheard Will talking with a visitor. It turned out that the clinic in Switzerland had already approved his application for the final procedure. Danny was devastated, feeling like all her months of effort had been for nothing. She went to her sister, heartbroken, and said she really couldn't go back to work anymore. It was basically watching Will give up on life. But her sister told her, if this is really what Will wants, why not make the time he has left truly special? Make him fall in love with life again.
A bucket list. Show him how good this time can be. Taking places. Make him laugh.
But Trine, what if that list could do more than that? What if it could make him change his mind?
Fueled with renewed purpose, Danny dove into books and online research, eventually putting together the perfect plan. She asked Will's parents for their blessing.
Sports, concerts. I'd love to see him do any of these things.
Okay. Well, Louisa, if you can get me a schedule, I'll see if I can shift things around in my diary.
No. Let him do it for himself. Will needs to be allowed to feel like a man.
With his parents' support, Danny studied late into the night. Time was running out. First up on the itinerary, the horse races. She fibbed that the caregiver had never been to the races and invited Will to join them. But the moment they arrived, Will's wheelchair got stuck in the mud. Social butterfly Danny immediately flagged down some blokes to help, leaving the socially awkward Will dying of embarrassment.
There we go. Brilliant. Thank you so much. Thank you. Oh, guys, we're here. It's going to be fun.
Before the race started, Danny had her eye on a horse. Will told her that horse would definitely lose. It looked defeated. Its coat was dull. But Danny trusted her gut.
Yeah, well, I like him. Sometimes you just have to go with your gut. I'm going to go and place my bet.
When the race began, every horse bolted out of the gate, except Danny's pick.
I know, man. Apparently having a day off. No, 8 o'clock looks like it's just not getting him going. Well, the rest of the wheels are now. Make their way straight to the track space. I can cheer for
That evening, back home, Danny pulled out 2 tickets, hoping Will would go with her to a Mozart concert. She said she'd never been to anything this fancy before, and begged Will to do her the honor.
I bought the tickets a week ago. You can say no.
There's no chance of Jay-Z.
Sadly, his tickets had just sold out.
Mozart it is then.
Will played it cool on the outside, but inside, he was over the moon. On her sister's advice, Danny slipped into a red dress she'd never worn before.
Lose the scarf.
The scarf? Why?
If you're going to wear a dress like that, Clark, you have to wear it with confidence.
Only you, Will Trainer, would tell a woman how to wear a bloody dress.
As the two of them entered the concert hall, they looked like a couple on their way to the altar. That's when Will felt something poking his neck. Turns out she'd forgotten to cut the tag off. Without caring about the stairs around them, Danny just bit the tag right off.
Got it. We should just be grateful it wasn't in your trousers.
When the concert began, Will's eyes were on Danny instead. He realized she was someone who truly embraced life. She'd never been to a concert before, yet the music moved her to tears. After the concert, they arrived back at his door. But Will said he wasn't ready to go inside yet, because he wanted to stay a little longer. As the man who took a girl in a red dress to a concert, in that moment, Will was happy. But beneath those words lay an ocean of sadness. After that night, they grew closer and closer. Danny invited Will to her house for dinner, since her 27th birthday was coming up the following week, but she didn't really expect him to say yes.
Izzy hates strangers, so you don't like eating in front of people. Seemed pretty obvious.
I'll come. If you want me to.
On the day of the party, Will's arrival sent everyone into a buzz of excitement. Danny's dad momentarily forgot Will was quadriplegic and actually stuck out his hand for a handshake.
Oh, I'm sorry. I didn't... A courtesy will be fine.
Will, ever the gentleman, smoothly diffused the awkwardness, but deep down, it made him happy. It had been so long since anyone treated him like a regular person. Her dad's innocent gesture actually brought Will closer to the whole family. At dinner, the family gathered together to say grace. This kind of warmth was something Will had never experienced. He truly enjoyed the meal. Just as everyone was finishing up, Danny's boyfriend finally rushed in.
6 miles in 28 minutes.
And happy birthday to my girlfriend!
Yes, happy birthday. Sorry I'm a bit late.
Oh, no, only 28 minutes.
Danny instinctively reached over to wipe Will's mouth. Her boyfriend clocked it right away, and jealousy hit him like a truck. So naturally, the snide remarks started flying.
Lou tells me you're a bit of an action man before.
Pat?
I bet if we got you on a really good fitness regime. You know, there's actually a Swedish study about how you can train muscles to remember... Well, I'm just trying to...
Yeah, well, don't.
I'll bear it in mind. Thank you.
After Danny blew out the candles, her dad thanked her on behalf of the whole family.
I don't know what we would have done without you this past year. And Will, thank you for employing her. Someone had to.
Hey!
Pleasure's all mine.
Granddad brought out his lovingly prepared gift, a thick scrapbook documenting Danny's whole life. Then her boyfriend seized the moment to present his gift too. She opened it up, a cheap necklace with his own name, Patrick, engraved on it. Finally, Will said he had a gift as well. Her boyfriend squirmed uncomfortably.
Oh my god, I don't believe it!
What?
Where did you get that?
It's a secret.
Tights.
Only the best pair of tights ever! Oh, I'm gonna go try them on.
You could tell. Danny absolutely loved it. Her eyebrows were practically flying off her face. Will had a wonderful time that night, but he still couldn't resist getting one last dig in at Danny's boyfriend on his way out.
Patrick, thank you for the fitness advice.
Just helping my girlfriend get the best out of her job.
Oh, you're a lucky man. She certainly gives a good bed bath.
Shortly after, Will arranged through his family's company to get Danny's dad a supervisory position in a castle restoration project so she could finally pursue what she wanted without constantly worrying about making ends meet.
Yeah, but it's just the timing. It's just a bit...
It's good. Your dad'll be great. And it means...
It means what?
It means that one day you can go off and spread your wings without worrying about everyone else. Put yourself first.
Will then received a man dressed in formal attire and deliberately sent Danny out of the room. Her instincts told her something was wrong, so she immediately looked up the visitor's name online. Sure enough, he was a specialist in drafting wills. Danny rushed to tell Will's mother. She believed the increasingly cheerful Will had let it go, but he clearly hadn't given up on his plan. Reeling from the shock, his mother still reminded Danny to please look after him at the wedding. Not long ago, Will had received a wedding invitation from his ex and his former best friend. On the wedding day, Will and Danny attended together. Looking at his ex all dolled up, Will fought to keep his composure, saying nothing. At the reception, the bride's godmother struck up a conversation with Danny. She said the bride had made a terrible mistake. Will was the only true gentleman among all those flashy, shallow men, but after his accident, the foolish bride had run off with his friend instead. Later, the ex found Will at the reception. She tried to act natural, but the tension was painfully obvious. After all, she was the one one who'd left him after he became paralyzed, and then blamed it all on him. But now, with Danny by his side, Will looked just as sharp as he ever did. That was a slap in her face if there ever was one, and Will couldn't resist messing with her a bit.
Thank you for the
Mirror.
Yes, the mirror. Absolutely love that mirror. Anyway, thank you.
You didn't buy her a mirror.
I know.
To really stick it to the ex, Danny, fueled by a few drinks, climbed onto Will's wheelchair and had him spin her around in circles. They became the talk of the entire reception.
Do you know something, Clark?
You are pretty much the only thing that makes me want to get up in the morning.
Then let's go somewhere. Anywhere in the world, just you and me. What do you say?
Okay.
Whether Danny realized it or not, Will wasn't just playing a part anymore. The truth was, he'd already fallen in love with her. She sat in his wheelchair as they raced down country lanes. So this is what love was supposed to look like. Will hadn't spent a night away from home in years, but this wild, impulsive adventure had his mother's full approval, because this was the son she remembered.
I'm pretty sure you've been on the drink. Hey, am I right? I'll be fine. Jesus, Will. We had a nice time.
Sure enough, Will's lungs got infected. Back in the hospital, he was so weak he could barely speak. With the date of Will's chosen departure drawing closer, the caregiver admitted he'd known about Will's plan all along. He'd been looking after Will for 2 years and understood his suffering better than anyone.
He hides his pain when he's with you, but there have been times when I've stayed over and I hear him screaming. In his dreams, he's still running or skiing, doing things, and then he wakes up and there's nothing I can say to him. I can't judge what he wants to do. That's his choice.
But that was before me.
Yeah, and I know that he'd do pretty much anything to make you happy. Look, I want him to live, but only if he wants to live.
I can't just let this happen. I can't. And we're running out of time.
Even though Will had never told her himself, Danny still couldn't bear the thought of watching him slip away. She begged the caregiver to join them on one last trip, praying that this final journey would show Will how beautiful the world could be and make him change his mind. But Danny's decision crossed a line for her boyfriend. His girlfriend of 7 years was about to jet off with some paralyzed guy she'd only known for 5 months. To win Danny back, Patrick set up a candlelit dinner, but it was really just his own meal prep spread. And throughout their entire relationship, he'd only ever cared about himself, never once taking their relationship seriously.
I'm sorry.
Danny made her choice, and she finally did what Will had always told her to do, put herself first, with the caregiver along. They boarded a private jet to Mauritius. Danny brought Will to a stunning beach, where, just like everyone else around them, they soaked up the sun together, laughing without a care in the world. On a stormy night, Danny rushed to Will's room to shut the windows, but Will told her to leave them open. He wanted to watch the storm, and then he softly asked Danny to stay. The thunder raging outside echoed Will's defiance against his fate, his longing for dignity, and his unspoken feelings for Danny. And when Danny moved closer, it wasn't out of pity. It was because she'd seen the loneliness buried deep in his soul, and she wanted to show him directly that he deserved love, broken body and all. In that moment, they were equals, soulmates. Danny danced along the shore under the stars. Will watched her, his eyes full of love. Swept up in the moment, Danny settled onto Will's lap and kissed him deeply. She thought this would make him change his mind, but he still chose to leave with dignity while he could feel love, rather than waste away in numbness waiting for the inevitable. And so he finally told Danny the truth.
I have known for months. Listen, I know this is not how you would have chosen it, but I can make you happy.
I get that this could be a good life, but it's not my life. You never saw me before. I loved my life. I've really loved it. I can't be the kind of man who just accepts this.
You're not giving me a chance. I have become a whole new person these last 6 months because of you.
I know, and that's why I can't have you tied to me. I don't want you to miss all the things that someone else could give you. And selfishly, I don't want you to look at me one day and feel even the tiniest bit of regret or pity.
I would never think that.
You don't know that. I can watch you wandering around the annex in your crazy dresses, not be able to do. I can't live like this.
Please, Will, please.
Shh, listen, this. Tonight, being with you is the most wonderful thing you could have ever done for me. But I need it to end here. No more pain and exhaustion and waking up every morning already wishing it was over. It's not going to get better than this. The doctors know it, and I know it. When we get back, I'm going to Switzerland. So I'm asking you if you feel the things you say you feel. Come with me.
I was changing your mind.
Nothing was ever going to change my mind.
Don't say another word. You're so selfish. I tore my heart out in front of you, and all you can say is no. I wish I had never taken this stupid job. I wish I had never met you.
She couldn't save Will's life with love, but she had truly reached his heart. This moment of tenderness wasn't the end. It was the beginning of her understanding his choice. To love someone completely is to respect how they define their own life. Danny walked out of the airport like a ghost. When his mother learned Danny hadn't been able to change her son's mind, she collapsed into her husband's arms. Back home, Danny completely fell apart. Her sister rushed over and held her tight. Her mom lashed out at Will's parents. How could they let their son make a choice like this? How was this any different from a crime? Her dad came to her room and gently told her she hadn't failed. She just couldn't change what someone truly felt in their heart.
I'm not sure anyone in the world could ever persuade that man once he'd set his mind to something. You can't change who people are.
I mean, what can you do?
You love them. No one could have done more than you. You have a heart as big as that castle, and I love you for it. Call them. You still have time.
With her sister by her side, Danny rushed to Switzerland. Call it fate. But Danny made it just in time to see Will one last time. He asked her to open the window. He wanted one final look at this beautiful world.
Look at me. Please. Look at me.
I can't.
Tough. I need to see that face. Even if it is all pink and blotchy.
You really are the most impossible man, Trainer.
And the world will definitely be a better place without me.
No. No, it won't.
Will you stay?
For as long as you want me to.
Can you call my parents in?
No two leaves in this world are alike, and every time we meet, we're already saying goodbye. Not long after Will passed, Danny found herself in Paris. At a cafe he used to love, as promised, she opened the envelope he'd left for her. Inside were all the words he could never bring himself to say.
So, here it is. When you get back home, Michael Lawler will give you access to a bank account that contains enough to give you a new beginning. Don't start panicking. It's not enough for you to sit around for the rest of your life, but it should buy you your freedom. At least from that little town we both call home. Live boldly, Clark. Push yourself. Don't settle. Wear those stripy legs with pride. Knowing you still have possibilities is a luxury. Knowing I might have given them to you has eased something for me. So, this is it. You are scored on my heart, Clark. You were from the first day you walked in. With your sweet smile and your ridiculous clothes, and your bad jokes, and your complete inability to ever hide a single thing you felt. Don't think of me too often. I don't want you getting sad. Just live well. Just live. I'll be walking beside you every step of the way. Love, Will.
His romance and dreams became part of her life. This love, this meeting of souls, meant his heartbeat lived on in her pulse. And Danny, who always embraced the world with open arms, would carry the courage he gave her and live out the rest of her days like a poem that never fades. He was the difficult, paralyzed rich kid. She was the stubborn, optimistic, ordinary girl. She shattered his despair with her warmth. He taught her to embrace the world with tenderness. Even as love quietly blossomed between them, Will still chose to depart with dignity, leaving his fortune to set her free. In the end, she took the courage and the future he gave her and stepped into a bigger life. Love isn't about holding on. It's about helping each other become the best version of yourselves. Even in goodbye, you'll find each other again in the life that carries on. As the saying goes, before I met you, I thought my life had nothing left to offer. After I met you, I realized that even a wilting flower can still be gently nourished by the rain. A great movie can change your life. I'm Hollis. I'll see you next time.